Remember, I started YouTube back in 2013. The stuff that was probably working back in 2013 is definitely not working on YouTube these days or just with any social media. Hey everyone, welcome back to my beauty space. If you are new here, hello, my name is Natashia, and today, look at me, I'm coming back with another video for you guys. Now, this is not a hair video, this is not a makeup review. I kind of just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys. I do want to talk about, some things that people don't tell you when you're starting a YouTube channel. So if you guys want to hear my thoughts and kind of what I go through as a smaller YouTuber, please keep watching. So let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Yes, I am a smaller YouTuber, but I have had larger companies reach out to me and I am so grateful. Remember, anything you set your mind to, go ahead and do it. If you start speaking all this into existence, it will come back to you. There was one day I was driving in my car, quick story time. I do work a full-time job. I work 40 hours a week. I do work in HR. What I specialize in at work are PAFs. So a PAF is a personal action form, and I help with promotions, demotions, terminations, any changes to an employee's file. I basically am in control of that. So that can be very draining throughout my day. So coming home to film a YouTube video is like the last thing on my schedule. Let me tell you guys, if you are working a 40-hour-a-week job, it's still possible to create content, but you do have to cut time, and we'll get further into that. I was driving to work one morning, and we're all in the rat race. If you work a 9 to 5, we're all trying to get to work, and I just started talking out loud. I was saying, I know these bigger companies are gonna start wanting to work with me. I'm just gonna speak this into existence, like CoverGirl, L'Oreal, they're all gonna reach out to me. Revlon, anyone that I wanna work with is going to wanna work with me. They're gonna see my channel, they're gonna see my work on Instagram. I get to work and open up my email. It was the PR coordinator for Yes2 that ended up reaching out to me. They saw my Instagram and said they wanted me to work with them. I literally spoke that into existence. I used to use Yes2 around 2009 when I used to use their shampoo and conditioner on my hair, and I loved it. And for them to just come to me asking to review products for them. Remember, I showed you guys the book that I was obsessed over. I want to say it was my April or May favorite. It's called The 4 Agreements. And that stuff really kind of changes my mind and how I speak just in general. If you need some type of self-help book, I advise that you read like The Power of Now or The 4 Agreements, just to kind of get your mindset in the right state. Because if you think negative, negativity will come back to you. If you think positive, put positivity in the universe. I'm telling you, it will come back. Although you're a smaller YouTuber, sky's the limit. If you feel like you need to go reach out to these companies because you have the confidence, you have the content that you could produce for them, I'm not saying don't reach out to them, but I do prefer that people come to me, because then I can kind of say, okay, so this is what I'm looking for in this deal. Another thing that people don't tell you when starting a YouTube channel. I didn't realize how time-consuming YouTube can be. Remember, you still have to film, you have to edit. For me, just editing alone, I can tell you just one video that it probably took me 3 hours to film. That video can take me up to 6 hours to edit. I do work alone on my YouTube as far as the creativity, meaning I edit my videos. Now, my husband does come in on the back end and make sure the sound's correct, make sure my lighting's correct. On Saturdays, I probably start filming around 1 or 2, and then I don't get done to about 4 or 5. I have to be able to pop my memory card into my computer, kind of review the clips, and then start editing. So I'll probably go to like IKEA, do a little bit of shopping, come home, and just start editing the video. Sunday, I must wake up early because remember, I work a 9 to 5, so I do have to get up and go to work on Monday. On Saturdays, I'm kind of like a sloppy editor. I kind of just go through to make sure I have all the clips that I need, nothing looks too blurry, and I'm kind of just good to go as far as like B-roll footage. On Sunday, I'm cracking down and I'm making sure that my edits are perfect or as perfect as I think that they should be. That takes time. So from 7 to about 4 o'clock, I pretty much have all my notes done as far as what I'm gonna put on YouTube, because in my description bar, if you guys have not checked that out, I do list all products that were used, what I'm wearing, and just a little bit about me. I have to spend Saturday and Sunday editing, making sure everything's good, because we spend Monday and Tuesday making sure that we have background music, that the coloring's correct, that the sound is correct. So Monday, Tuesday, that's all we do, is everything YouTube. Actually, I should say from Saturday until Tuesday night, it's YouTube. And that's just for one video. So I guess you could say the third thing about YouTube would have to be, as I mentioned, time. When I was giving you a list of all the stuff that I have to do on Saturday, how much time does that make for family life? That is why if you are going into a deal or some type of business with another partner, I would recommend it be your husband, your best friend, somebody that you can rely on at all times. I have to rely on my husband to help me with the background stuff of my YouTube. This takes time. With that being said, I do miss a ton of events that my family likes to do. Meaning if they call me up and say, hey, we're going to Dave & Buster's, we're taking the babies with us, can you go? I either have to sacrifice making a video over the time that I spend with my family. And like I said, nobody tells you this unless you're just putting out content and you don't care and you just end up blowing up from the content that you created. It's very rare that you blow up overnight on YouTube. Back in the day when a ton of people were on YouTube, it was super easy. Nowadays, everybody has a YouTube channel, everybody has an opinion, and there's always something going on. If I still want to stay current on top of my videos and not miss a week of being consistent, then I can go hang out with my family and my babies that I love so much. But for me, I have to find that balance. And I think my husband and I are still trying to find that balance, because yes, I've missed out on a ton of events hanging out with my family because of the fact, or even just not just family, friends. I don't have many friends, and I don't think a ton of people understand the sacrifice you have to make. My girlfriends want to go out and go party. I can't go party. I have to make content. And if you're trying to make YouTube your career, you have to stay consistent. So therefore, if I have to sacrifice time with my family that I can never get back, that's what I have to do to make a YouTube video. It actually makes me sad, just talking about it. But like I said, sometimes I like to have people over when I'm filming, and sometimes I'm like, no, I'm in a zone. I have to stay in the zone. I have to film. Nobody can come over. I can't watch anyone's kids. Like, I just have to work. So you guys know that I want to make YouTube my career. So therefore, I stay consistent and I'm always working. Even when I'm not working my 9 to 5, I'm still working on YouTube or any other social media. My fourth advice that I would give to you guys here on YouTube, and this can actually relate to all your social media. Let me just remind you guys, social media is real, but it's not real. If you understand what that means, just because somebody has 50,000 subscribers or they have 100,000 people following them on Instagram, these numbers are not always real. I hate to break it to you guys, social media, you can buy followers. If you did not know, you can also buy likes and comments. So this is stuff that people don't tell you. And if you're really into social media, you can kind of see the algorithm and how many likes somebody should have if they have this many subscribers. I just wanted to throw that little tip out here. I know a lot of people get discouraged because, as I mentioned, I am a smaller YouTuber and I don't get a ton of traction on my videos. It's just because people haven't found me yet. The people are out there. I'm just choosing not to buy my supporters. I want you guys to come to me organically. So no, I do not buy likes. I do not buy follows. I do not buy supporters on Instagram to make me look like I'm more poppin' than what I am. I think a ton of people want to be famous, and although I want YouTube to be my career, I am not in this business for the fame. I'm in here to make a connection with the people that I have on the other side of this camera. For me, it might take me a little bit longer to grow my supporters, but at least I know at the end of the day that I have supporters that really love me and that really support me instead of going out to buy them. The fifth word of advice that I can give you guys, I get that people say this, be consistent, and I've said this in my video. If you're not consistent, you will not make it. And I am not an overnight success story. Like I said, my channel is growing slowly but surely, and there are people who have overnight success stories. My success will happen in its time, and I'm so ready for that time. But as a reminder, YouTube, the algorithm has changed. There's things that you cannot do on YouTube that you were able to do back in the day. It's gonna take you a while to get that support and to get your name out there. So as a reminder, I know I have to tell people when they DM me that consistency is key. It really is key. And another thing about YouTube, unfortunately, if you're not consistent, I think your videos kind of get left behind. And so for me, just filming one video a week, it's kind of like I'm sprinkled in there, but I'm not really. I feel like if you're gonna start a YouTube channel, you do need to be able to be as consistent as filming 2 to 3 videos on your channel per week to stay consistent, to have the algorithm on YouTube show that you are consistent and that it's bringing in new people to your channel. I know that was a lot to digest, but I had to throw that out there. I just said it. And let me specify content. Try to make quality content that you're happy to show your supporters on your channel. I get that we all cannot afford a heavy duty camera and that we don't have the perfect lighting. I'm not gonna put a price on my setup because I find a ton of stuff on Amazon, eBay. My husband goes through and figures out, you know, different cameras, what cameras we need. Like I said, you need that one person that's gonna support and help you with the channel. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. When I was doing YouTube by myself, it would probably take me 24 hours to edit, make sure everything looked good. You can go back to my other videos and you can see the difference from when my husband started helping me to when I was doing my own videos, and there's a huge difference. So as a reminder, just get what you can. And natural lighting is not bad either. The sun comes up every day. Now I have seen videos where the quality wasn't that great, but the sound was good and people still watched it. The girl maybe had like 1 million views, and maybe what she was doing, people were interested in. That's possible. But for me and my channel, I like to give you guys quality content. Also, I don't save my lives on here because copyright strikes are huge on YouTube. I do not want my channel to be demonetized. I guess another tip out of that would be careful with copyrighted music. I know they have like the 5-second rule before YouTube catches on. No, YouTube algorithm is on point. They know what's going on. And I would say just try not to do any type of copyrighted music on your channel. Just make sure you're putting out content that people want to see. Stay current on top of makeup or fitness, health, whatever you're into. Just stay on trend with that stuff and your channel can definitely grow. Let me also say, if you put your mind to it, you can definitely do great things on YouTube. My fear has always been about giving advices. Just because it worked for me doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. That's like a makeup product that I use. Just because I like it, you may not like it. That happens. That is why sometimes I withhold giving my opinions or advice, because of the fact I don't ever want you to come back to me and be like, you're the person that told me to do it and it didn't work. I don't want to hold that burden. That's why I try to give you guys the advice that I know that has worked for me. But like I said, I started at a different time on YouTube. So whatever worked for me back then may not work now, especially with YouTube algorithms and them just cutting down on a ton of stuff here on YouTube. Remember, consistency with anything is key. Remember that, because people will remember your face and how much you upload. And once they don't see you for a long period of time, it's on to the next channel because somebody else has started. Remember, somebody can always take your place. So stay on your grind. So I hope my advice was helpful for you. This is just some of the stuff that I've noticed that people don't say on any of their social media platforms, and I'm just here to address it for you guys. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. You know I definitely appreciate the support. I have such amazing supporters that really ride for me, and I am just way too grateful. And I want you guys to know I definitely appreciate you guys. As always, please do not forget to thumbs up and share my videos. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. Until my next video, if you guys want to see more videos like this, go ahead and leave a comment below. I love you, I miss you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.